So I'll start off with just explaining what happened. Um, well, and before it happened, because of my background with my mom's mental health stuff, family deaths, all kinds of different things, I was always very interested in mental health. It was always at the forefront of my mind. And prior to this accident that happened in May, I was taking peer support classes, suicide prevention classes, doing everything I could do to learn about just our brains and like how to deal with it and how to talk to people and how to work through that stuff. What's interesting is like when you have this, bundle of knowledge and you think you know something about it, and even when you have some past experiences that were traumatic, then all of a sudden something else can happen and it's like a whole new world. It's like, oh shit, I didn't know anything. So that's kind of what happened on on May 19th of this year. He had a 4-year-old girl was seizing. She has a seizure condition. Kind of one of our like frequent flyers. We go there quite a bit. In this situation, I was just focused on suctioning her airway. So we got her loaded in the back of the ambulance, and we were headed to the hospital. I'm focused on suctioning her airway. All of a sudden, I hear like tires squeal, and then the whole ambulance, like we get slammed. And I remember kind of going airborne. The biggest image that is replayed for me has been seeing the little girl's body like come off the stretcher, just in the little bit of slack that was in the straps. Like she was strapped down and everything. Seeing that, like my brain was fully convinced I'm gonna watch this kid splatter on the ceiling. And that moment of fear and helplessness, that's what like broke me. And I've always had a lot of pride in the fact that for the most part I can like handle myself in stressful situations. And when this happened, it was like, all right, I need to be chill. And I was able to do that for a period of time. Once the accident happened, thankfully we didn't roll. Um, Checked in with a medic that was across from me. He was okay. There was an observer and another EMT in the back. So like there was a bunch of us. Everybody was like good. The driver was trying to make a radio call. It didn't sound like it was coming out right. So I checked in with the medic. I was like, "You go to the patient?" He said yes. So I stepped out of the ambulance, turned on my radio, and like as I'm getting out of the ambulance, keying up my radio, trying to be like, where the fuck am I and what ambulance am I in? Because I need to make this radio call.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the side of the ambulance, it's got a big 2 on it. Like, all right, got that. And then I'm looking around to figure out what intersection we're at. I called our dispatch, started, basically said, hey, ambulance involved motor vehicle accident, and tried to get folks to head our way, and then went over to check on the people that hit us. There's a Subaru Outback, basically T-bone style. Their whole front end was crushed in, airbag deployment. I walked over to the passenger side first. There was like maybe 50s year old woman there in shock, but she seemed to be okay. And I remember like trying to be very deliberate about how calmly I talked to her. Like, are you okay? Does anything hurt? Like I was trying to calm myself down at the same time I was trying to calm her down.
Mm-hmm.
If you've seen any of like the Chris Voss stuff, like the late night DJ voice, I was like trying to channel that, like just calm. Made sure that they were both okay, and then basically waited for like our chiefs started showing up. Like as soon as you say ambulance involved accident, the world's coming,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And I held it together long enough to help move the little girl on the stretcher from that ambulance to the next ambulance. And like as soon as I shut the doors of that ambulance, I looked at one of the chiefs and I was like, I think I'm done. I'm done. And went and sat in the engine, and just like, a huge wave of emotion crashed over me.